Okay, these are other prepositions. Prepositions of time. Remember we saw prepositions of time in, at, and on?
Yes.
We also have since, for, in. Do you know when we use since?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, for example,
Can you explain?
when you start with the business, you might advertise like established since 1980.
Good, the date, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Since 1980?
1980.
Nice. For dates.
Yeah.
Alright. You said since 1980. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Since 1980? Yeah. Another way, what happened in 1980?
Establish a company.
Establish?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you can also say who established?
Me, for example.
Me and you?
Me and you.
We established.
Established.
Because when you establish, it's in the past, right? You establish, and then you continue.
Mhm.
So it's in the past. Established.
Established.
Some people can say since we established
Since we established.
the business, or since we started, right? You know when they open a business and they say grand opening.
Yeah.
Okay, since the grand opening, since the opening. We use since to answer the question, when did you start? Right? Or what date? What date something started? Since the date something started. The date or when started. For example, the event, the date or the event, like the opening or the establish or when we started. With since, it's very common they give you the date, 1980, the year. But sometimes they can give you the event. Since my birthday party. Oh, obviously, this event.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say what year.
Right.
I said event. So you can use that with since. And basically since is saying when you started. When you start. Something started. And you have to say when. The when can be a date or event. Can you give me an example? Remember, you need two parts. What started and when. But can you give me an example when with event?
Since the 9/11 in New York, aviation becomes different.
Okay, so what happened? What happened? In your example, what happened?
Terrorist attacks with airplanes.
No. In your example, you said aviation what?
Change.
Aviation changed. Since when?
Since the terrorist attacks in New York.
The event. Excellent. And I don't know when. You didn't tell me the date. You told me event.
Right.
Good. Excellent. Two things. What happened and when did it start? Some people, they don't say it started
Right.
in this date or this event. They use this preposition, since. Good?
Mhm.
Any other examples with since that we can use? Maybe it's not a day, maybe it's not an event.
Since the China's disease start, news on TV are only what they say.
Good, excellent. Another event, right?
Right.
Good job. Okay, the next preposition that we're going to review today is for. For is very easy. It answers the question, how long something lasts. How long something lasted means duration. How long is your English class? How long?
1 hour.
1 hour. So you can say, I go to English class on Wednesday. Remember for days? On? For 1 hour. For the duration. For. That's the only thing we use for. Only for how long, the duration. Can you give me an example with for? You need to answer the question how long.
How much that how much the game will last?
How long?
How long?
How long the game will last?
Uh-huh.
For 2 hours.
Okay.
For 2 hours. The game will last for 2 hours.
Okay.
Good. The duration of the game. For 2 hours. Another example?
I don't know if it's right, but for example, how long they will take for?
For 1 hour. Good. The duration. Good. For 2 hours. For 3 hours. Good. How long? How long? How long have you lived in Cabo?
For a few months only.
There you go. The duration. For a few months. For 1 day. For 5 years. For whatever the duration. Good. For answers the question, how long? Any questions with sense?
No,
Any questions with for?
I don't think so.
Now, in. In, we already saw yesterday, covers period of time, a period of time. The period can be 5 seconds or 5 years, but it's a period of time. And this period of time is in the future. And it starts right now. You start counting now. So we use in for plans in the future when you want to tell people the time to start, in the future. Can you give me an example?
When you can start building?
Excellent.
In this moment?
So what is going to start? Something? What is
building?
Building. The construction, right? Start. And you said when, right? When?
When.
Remember, these prepositions are to answer the question when. Prepositions of time. I'm going to tell you when, and my answer is in the future. In the future. Look. We can start building in 5 minutes. Okay? So when this says 5 minutes, we start. In 2 hours, start. When this says 2 hours, we start. You see, it's in the future.
Mm-hmm.
In 5 years. So we start to count right now. When this says 5 years, we start. Any question? When? Other example?
When you will be ready?
When will I arrive? I will arrive in
1 minute.
1 minute. When this says 1 minute, I arrive. Okay? So it's time, a period of time. The period is this, right? 5 seconds, 5 years. In time in the future. And that's when the building starts, the movie, whatever. Any event. Okay? Since, for, and in. Any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, the last thing we're going to check today is not with in, for, or since. The last thing is no prepositions. We don't use a preposition. No preposition. Remember, this is time. Time prepositions. There's a couple of examples where we don't need preposition. We don't need anything. Actually, they already have something. So we don't need to put anything. For example, Tomorrow is time, right?
Yeah.
If you say tomorrow, no preposition. We
No,
don't need-
no in, no for, no when.
Exactly.
No
Nothing. Nothing here.
When you will start tomorrow.
Yeah, direct. Direct. We don't need a preposition. Another one is yesterday,
When
tomorrow, and yesterday.
when did you start it? Yesterday.
Yeah, tomorrow or yesterday, no preposition. We don't need anything.
Right.
It's okay. Direct. Tomorrow, yesterday, tomorrow. This is future, this is past, right? Some people can say, next week. Next week. No preposition. You will have next. So
Either next month, next
Yeah.
year.
yeah. Or for past, last week.
Last week. Last week, last month, last year,
Yeah.
Last
Next
time.
year,
last time.
last year, last time. This is the preposition, so we got it. We don't need another one, right?
Yeah.
All right. No preposition. Another example, some people say, the day after tomorrow. So, tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Today is Friday?
Tomorrow is Saturday,
So, after Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday, and the day after.
The day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow.
No preposition. This is preposition. So no in, at, on, nothing.
Yeah.
The day after tomorrow.
Day after tomorrow.
Or the day before.
Day before yesterday.
Yeah. No in, no at, no preposition. Good. Can you think of another expression of time? Another expression of time?
Oh, I don't.
No?